Hello, my Aries. Welcome to your full moon in Gemini reading. And the full moon in Gemini is going to be happening on December 18th. And it's beautiful. It's bringing in some great energy to embrace the flow of life and to listen more and talk less. And in doing that, we can change our mindset. We see, like the Gemini, we see two sides of things. Allows us to have maybe moving from lack to gratitude and that type of thing. And beautiful saying that I've heard about the full moon in Gemini is to say, I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. So it's like this affirmation that you can say during this full moon as it expands your energy, that I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. And that surely will transform our lives, right? Right, we're going to start off. I'm going to pull a oracle card here from the Star Codes Astro Oracle and just see what the overall energies that the Creator has for our Aries for this 3-week period around the full moon in Gemini. It's going to be the week before the full moon and the 2 weeks after. So one more time here. All right, Creator. So for our Aries, for the full moon in Gemini, what do you want them to know about the 3 weeks around that period? Okay, right there. So you have the Pallas Athena. I don't know, I probably mispronounced that. And it's about think. And it's card number 30. And we'll put that over here. And let's see what message comes with that for you, and then we'll pull some additional cards, of course. So Pallas Athena speaks of a sharp and guarded intellect. Mythological Athena is the goddess of wisdom, intellect, skill, strategy, and defense. Her father Zeus swallowed her mother Metis, goddess of wise counsel and planning, possibly to hide her from his spouse Hera. A drama, right? Drama of the gods. Athena gave her father a pounding headache, then leaped fully grown and completely armored from her father's forehead. This powerful goddess could beat the males at their own game and challenge the world to never underestimate feminine strength and wisdom. The action that this card mentions is that Pallas Athena loans you the ability to walk into a boardroom or other professional situation and be ready to take on any challenge completely in your power with just the right words at hand. Just ask her. Pallas Athena is within you. Speak to her. She can help you navigate the echelons of power. Develop real skills, craft, articulation, and tech genius with her support and your concentration. Connect your trained knowledge, your natural abilities, and the spark of divine fire. Just don't overdo the intellectual defenses. Make sure your intelligence and ability to rationalize don't cause more problems than they solve. Take off your helmet in the bedroom. Inventory yourself and see if you, like Athena, underestimate the power of the feminine heart or emotional intelligence. Keep that mind connected to your heart. Beautiful. And the challenge says, wherever you are on the gender spectrum, do not think you need to deny or disrespect the feminine, the anima, and the heart in yourself and others in order to access brilliant intelligence and competence. The gift this card brings is ask for help when you need it, and divine answers will reveal themselves. You can think through this situation with a combination of rigorous logic and a real curiosity about the truth, all connected to an open heart. So that's beautiful. So, kind of like the energy we talked around with this Gemini full moon is seeing things from a different perspective and really coming into this balance of heart and mind. And again, I love that saying, I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. So don't always think that the mind and the battle of the mind is the most important. Balance that with heart and mind for at least around this full moon. It'll be the most beneficial for you. We're also going to pull some cards here from these Tarot of Dreams. And we'll pull at least a card for the week before the full moon, the week after the full moon, and 2 weeks after the full moon, which will bring you up to the next new moon. And one more time. All right, so what do you want our Aries to know about the week before this full moon? Okay, got that one there. What about the week after? Okay, yep, they want that one. They said no for these 3. And then what about 2 weeks after the full moon? Okay, you do have 2 for that one. All right, so the week before the full moon, you have the 2 of Wands. Now, Wands is your fiery energy. It's your drive, your ambition, your aha inspiration, your spiritual energy. And this is about plans. And I love this, like seeing things from 2 different points of view, that you do have this drive and you're at kind of this fork in the road of where you want to head to next, what you want to do. And so this is kind of like you have had this new inspiration like recently, and you're at this place like, okay, I know I want to go do something with it, but I'm kind of torn in the direction that I want to go. And so I love this energy because like I talked about, the full moon in Gemini energy is about embracing the flow. So it's kind of like this week before the full moon, just allow this flow, just go with the flow. Don't make any decisions yet, because this is about the energy is coming and you're going to get the information that you need in knowing which direction to go. But for now, it's like, be still, be quiet, listen, because that's going to give you the direction on which direction that you're going to be drawn to go to. You're going to know. I'm hearing like you don't know which direction to go yet because you don't have all the information yet, but the information is coming, okay? And then the week after the full moon, you've got the 7 of Wands. So this is great energy too. You know, at first you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like this is like the need to defend, you know, but that's not really what this energy is bringing you. It is telling you that you have everything that you need and that you don't have to defend. You have the strong wand. You have this brightness, kind of like this card was talking about. You have everything that you need to be accomplished. You have all that intellect. You have all that heart within you. So you don't have to worry about defending all these wands that don't have the brightness, because they're not going to be able to take it from you, because that is within yourself, right? And I love this this symbol here. Let me just make sure I have the right planet for that here. It's all about learning and growing, right? So that one there, and you probably already know what it is. I wish you could tell me right now. Just let me look here. Okay, that is Mars. So that is Mars. That is the fiery Mars energy here, the planet Mars. So you don't have to accept any invitation that you have to battle, right? You can just sit and know that you have the upper hand in the situations that are happening this week after that. And I love, you know, the helmet here, you know, Athena, it's about this battling and all this fire that's coming in, but just know you don't have to defend, that you can just, like it was talking about before, just share kind, loving words. People come against you in any way, just know that you have the upper hand. You have everything that you need within you. You don't have to worry about what other people's opinions, what other people's opinions of opinions are. You know, anyone that attacks, just know that it's because they're fearing and that they are jealous, you know, in a way, that they are envious and that they're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could be doing what you're doing. And their insecurities, their fears are what are causing them to spark, to lash out, because they feel out of control and they're feeling the need to control. And if they're trying to control you, just realize, don't take offense to it. See it for what it is. See it that they're fearing. And then what are people's what people are doing when they're fearing is it's a cry for love, right? Because they're fearing that they're going to be unlovable or they're unacceptable, and so they're afraid of losing the love of the conditional world on the outside. So again, when it says I share kind, loving words with the people in my life, when you share kind, loving words with them, then that is what allows to diffuse the situations. Okay. And then 2 weeks after the full moon, right before the new moon, then you have the moon. So really getting in tune with this moon's energy. Let's see what other company card here. Yeah, the Hanging Man. So really, both of these cards are about connecting to higher knowledge, connecting to the higher places. The moon is all about emotion and divine feminine energy. So I love that about the anima here. Don't neglect the loving, beautiful, divine feminine energy that we all have, regardless if we're male or female or how we identify. We have that. And this is all about connecting to the higher viewpoint, the big eye in the sky, because when you're able to connect to that higher level, then you do see things from this new higher perspective. So both of these cards here are all about making sure that you do connect with that higher love from above. And I feel like I want to pull a few more cards here from this Everyday Tarot around this conflict here. So what else do you want us to know about this week after the new moon? Okay. Anything else? The full moon. They knew what I meant. Okay, yeah, so they gave us these two. Ace of Wands, so more fiery energy, and the Chariot. Okay, perfect. So, Ace of Wands was, like I was talking about before this one's here, this inspiration that is coming. Just realize that this inspiration is a gift, that it is coming from above, that this new drive and this new ambition, this new direction that you want to head, this passion that you're getting is coming from above. So knowing that, you yield and you hold this Ace of Wands here, but you also have this power of choice, and it's beautiful. So this is letting you know to trust your choices. And also what's beautiful about this is that any circumstance that comes into your life, this is the power of choice card that tells you it doesn't matter what comes into your life, what circumstances, what fated circumstances are going to be going forward after this, that you have the power to choose what story you apply to it and what emotion you're going to feel with that. And I know, it's like, well, I don't sometimes feel like I haven't a choice at all. This thing happens, this is how I feel, and this is the story I put to it. And that is because it is the habit of your reaction. We're told something when we're young, when this happens, this is how you're supposed to feel and what it means. And we don't necessarily get sat down and told this, right? We see it in movies, we see it in people's lives, we see it all around us, and it gets reiterated. And we see it so much that it gets reinforced to where that becomes our habit. We're like, oh, okay, when this happens, I feel this, and this is what it means. When this happens, this is what I feel and it means. It just happens over and over to where it happens so fast, it becomes a reaction instead of a slow, thought-out choice, right? And so this is letting you know that if you slow it down and you take a deep breath, that no matter what happens, even if you feel it and apply the story for 90 seconds, when it comes back, and if you are able to calm yourself and take a deep breath, it's like it takes 90 seconds for an emotion to make its way through our physiology and back around. We can take the off-ramp and choose a different story and choose a different emotion than we were feeling. And eventually you can make it a new habit that you react in a different way instead. of thinking that it's something that happens to you, that it's something that happened for you. You can make this beautiful transformation with this chariot energy because it's your power of choice. So I really feel the clarification we've gotten here too is that because you weren't sure of what choice to make, it's like this week you make a choice and you get some pushback from other people, but realizing it's you have the power, you get to choose what everything means, that helps you not take the offense from other people's insecurities. You know, a lot of people will be mentioning things to you, and some of it's out of jealousy, like I mentioned, but some of it's out of pure care for you. Like, well, are you sure you're going to be able to do that? And what about that? And what about this? And they're bringing up their fears because they're thinking they're helping you avoid pitfalls and avoid, you know, making a fool of yourself, or you get rejected, or things happen bad to you. So, you know, some of it's out of self-preservation, others is out of sincere care for you. And when you realize that, you can make this different choice. So I'm glad we got this clarification for you. All right, it's everything that they're wanting you to know about this upcoming full moon energy. So just know, in addition to these readings, I also do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, weekly energy update readings by like elements, fire signs, water signs, etc., new full moon, new moon readings, and a bunch of other readings throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those, and you want to get notified immediately when they become available, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below. That's going to make this notification bell pop up. If you click on that, then you can set your settings to be notified immediately. And also, if you enjoy these readings, if you don't mind giving me a good thumbs up, then that helps the YouTube algorithm spread the messages of love from above and all these readings. So if you feel so obliged, I greatly appreciate that as well. All right, well, as you go throughout this week, just know that every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing week, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.